Good morning. My name is Sarah. Today is Friday, March 13th, 2015. Today is a C Day. We'd like to welcome the following substitute teachers to Ferry School today. Mrs. Kukuri, Miss Kaminsky, Mr. Musarvi, Miss Liswan, Mr. Oftenberg, Miss Iwan, and Mrs. Guest. That's a lot of subs.
Yeah.
Today's lunches: French toast and turkey sausage, or ham and cheese wrap, or chicken Caesar salad with breadstick. Monday's lunches: it's Lucky Tray Day, Sloppy Joe sandwich, or American sub, or Peppy pizza salad with breadstick. Today's special announcements are: the brainstormers are in the building today. Woohoo! We will have an all-school assembly this morning. They've chosen stories to perform that were written by our own Ferry students. I really hope that mine is in there.
Yeah, Sarah.
I'm really looking forward to the assembly. And now Zoe will continue with the announcements.
Sarah, would you mind first reading the trivia question of the day?
Oh, I'd be honored to. For today's trivia question is, for Chapter 16, where does Mr. Popper ride in the train?
I wonder. I know! Don't spoil it, Captain Cook.
All right, and now with Zoe.
Thank you, Sarah. Today's behavior expectation is recess and playground. Be respectful. Remember to follow all staff directions the first time given. Use appropriate and positive language. For indoor recess, use a quiet indoor voice and stay seated. Today's procedure review is lunchroom. Please remember to follow grade level procedures to use the restroom before lunch, and don't forget to wash your hands. That's very important, to wash your hands.
And you should say the ABCs while you're lathering your hands, and only when you get to the end should you rinse them in order to have the soap work all the way.
Be sure that your cold lunch is in the lunch basket or your locker, depending on your grade, before you leave your classroom. Sit in your assigned area, stay in your seat, do not visit other tables. Keep your feet to yourself and under the table. Keep all food on the table. If food accidentally falls to the floor, pick it up immediately and throw it away. Talk in a quiet, pleasant voice to students and supervisors. And raise your hand if the lunch supervisor asks for anyone's attention, if you need assistance, if you need to leave your table for any reason. And lunch captains follow directions from the adult supervisors. Today will be rain with a high of 57 degrees Fahrenheit. 51 degrees, I'm sorry.
I'll take that over snow.
It will be playscape, blacktop, and field on the Ferry playground today. You will need to wear a coat outside today. I don't want to get wet, do you, Sarah? No. Birthdays are special at Ferry. We'd like to wish the following students a happy birthday: Malachi Y, Dylan C, and Madison H. I hope your birthday is great.
Have a nice birthday, guys.
Friday is the day we congratulate the outstanding students who have earned the title of Key Player of the Week. This week's key players are, from Mrs. Gallagher's class, Natalie G. From Mrs. Earhart and Ms. Sharati's class, Spencer M. From Mrs. Gill's class, Liliana I. From Mrs. Horn's class, Molly A. From Mrs. Lassiter's class, Jolie P. From Mrs. Tyler's class, Teachers S. From Mrs. Davison's class, Nicolina G. From Mrs. Ellis's class, William C. From Mrs. Moore's class, James S. From Mrs. Flanagan's class, Ellie S. From Mrs. Giroux's class, Mitchell B. From Mr. Fisher's class, Noah D. and Alex O. From Mr. McKelvey's class, Gabe L. And for Mrs. O'Brien's class, Chick-fil-A.
The cow that always says, "Eat more chicken."
Of course, it's spelled wrong too. Congratulations to all of our key players of the week. Your classroom teacher has your certificate and very key fob and will pass them out in class. That's all. That's all for the Fairy News. Let's say the pledge and then all have a great day. Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a nice day.